Gideon. How 300 men defeated a massive army by God's power. When God chose weakness, so no one could take the credit. Part 1. A nation hiding in fear. Israel was no longer a nation. It was a people hiding. Hiding in caves, in wine presses, in the shadows. Every harvest was stolen. Every hope crushed. The Midianites came like locusts. Endless, merciless, unstoppable. And Israel cried out to God, not in faith, in desperation. Part 2. The most unlikely hero. Gideon was threshing wheat in secret, not on a hill, not in the open. In fear, an angel appeared and said, "The Lord is with you, mighty warrior." Mighty warrior. Gideon laughed inside. He was weak, from the weakest clan, in hiding. But God doesn't choose based on appearance. He chooses based on surrender. Part 3. Signs, doubts, and a patient God. Gideon questioned everything. If God is with us, why is this happening? God answered with patience. Fire consumed an offering. An altar was built. Still Gideon doubted. The fleece was laid out. Once wet, once dry. God did not rebuke him, because faith often grows through fear. Part 4. The call to war. Gideon blew the trumpet. 32,000 men gathered. For the first time in years, Israel stood. Then God spoke. You have too many men. Too many? Against an army like the sand? God explained. Israel will boast, my own strength saved me. So God began to cut. Part 5. The army shrinks. First test. Anyone who is afraid may go home. 22,000 left. No shame, no speeches, just footsteps fading into the dark. 10,000 remain. God spoke again. Still too many. Part 6. The strangest test. At the river, men drank water. Some knelt, careless. Others stayed alert, watchful. God chose only 300. The rest were sent away. 300 men. No swords mentioned. No shields described. Only obedience. Part 7. Fear before the night. That night Gideon was afraid. God knew. So God sent him into the enemy camp. He overheard a dream. A loaf of bread crushing a tent. The enemy interpreted it. This can only be Gideon. God has given us into his hands. Fear had already entered the enemy before the battle even began. Part 8. The weapons of God. No swords were given. Instead, torches, clay jars, trumpets. Ridiculous. Unless God was fighting. Gideon whispered, "Watch me, do exactly as I do." They surrounded the camp. Night fell. Silence held its breath. Part 9. Panic in the dark. The signal came. Jars shattered. Torches ignited. Trumpets roared. 300 points of fire. 300 blasts of chaos. The Midianites woke to terror. They saw fire everywhere. They heard armies that didn't exist. In panic, they turned on each other. God never needed Israel's swords. The enemy destroyed itself. Part 10. Victory belongs to God. By morning, the camp was empty. Bodies lay scattered. Israel stood stunned. No strategy, no glory, no boasting, only awe. Gideon knew the truth. This victory was never about numbers. It was about obedience. Final warning and lesson. God reduced the army, so faith would be visible, so pride would be silent, so the victory would be undeniable. Gideon teaches us this terrifying truth. God may reduce your strength before he reveals his power, because when God wins the battle, no one else gets the credit. Final line, long pause after. Sometimes God doesn't ask for more. He asks for less. Less strength, less certainty, less pride, so he can show what 300 obedient hearts can do in the dark.